Hi dear friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie. I just figured I would whip out the camera today and finally, well, I've actually been planning to whip out the camera at some point because I've really been wanting to film this. It's not really a tutorial, it's more of just like a craft with me, but I've been meaning to make some of these things that I'm about to show you for quite a few weeks now. It all started, I got hooked immediately when I was on vacation actually. So if you saw recently, I went on vacation and I actually did a video where I showed you what I packed to bring with me. So I was able to junk journal every morning by the ocean. It was fantastic. I loved it and I felt so inspired. And I just brought a bunch of like little paper bits with me, just random things that I could stick in my journal to collage with, whatever. And I found I had a bunch of random ephemera from things that I had picked up while I was in St. Croix. And so I just had like random stuff that I stuck on the pages of my journals, but then there were things that I didn't necessarily want to put in my journal, but then I had all this extra paper. So I ended up making, so here's my here's my journal that I brought with me. She is quite thick and we've got several more pages to go. So say a little prayer for the spine of this journal. So anyway, the first day that I did this is February 1st, and I had this, I had a piece of a brochure, or not a brochure, it was a big map, and I had just like a piece that I had ripped off of it, but I didn't really want to put it in my journal, so I ended up folding it up, and I don't know if you can tell, but the base of it is a folded up map. And then I just glued a bunch of things to it and stapled stuff to it, and I ended up with this little, I'm calling it a trash tag. I'm sure this is not a revolutionary idea by any means. People do these kinds of things all the time, but, and I don't know if anyone's ever called it a trash tag. I'm sure they have somewhere along the line, but I just liked the idea that I could use something completely random as the base that wasn't necessarily a piece of cardstock or an index card or, you know, an actual tag, or even I have some of these little like packaging things set aside that I can make these with, but you don't even need something like this. You could just fold up a piece of paper, like a book page or something. So that's what I loved about this. And as soon as I made this one, I became obsessed and I made a few more, which I'll show you. So the next day I made 3 more because I had more. You could, okay, so you can see it more on the back of this one. I just had like this random brochure and I folded it up and just glued and stapled a bunch of things to it. Again, with this one, this is the back side of it and part of that brochure, just glued and stapled stuff. This one, again, is the same brochure, but on the back, I did some journaling. I put a little quote there and wrote a little sentiment on the front. Super easy. So here's the spreads that I stuck them into. So I just have this little pocket here. Stuck a couple in there, and then I just have a paper clip and stuck one of them on this side. I also did another one somewhere along the way, and now I have to find it, so bear with me. So if you saw, I actually posted this on my Instagram, this spread, and this is where I really started delving deep into my mixed media journey. So been playing around a lot with paints and stuff, but anyway, I didn't really know what to put in the middle of this page, so I just made one of these trash tags and paper clipped it in. I'm actually probably gonna go ahead and glue it in once I'm finished showing this to you, but I think I just originally paper clipped it in there because I knew I was gonna show it to you. So this is what I have, and so this is made from a piece of a vintage magazine page, and I knew I didn't want to use any more of the rest of it in my journaling, so I just folded it up and collaged a bunch of things to the front. And when I'm making these, I'm really trying to only use scraps. So I'll show you how I store all of my scraps. I'm actually gonna make a few of these on camera, so I'll show you all of my scrap bins and how I store all of my little paper bits. But anyway, so this was the last one that I made. I have been itching to make more, but I've just been waiting until I can whip out the camera to do it. I don't know why, but anyway, today's the day. So I'm gonna make a few. So go ahead and grab all of your scrappy bits. Let's just glue some paper to paper and let's have a good time. Okay guys, so I just wanted to show you really quickly because I'm not going to be able to fit all of this in the frame once I start crafting on my desk. So this is basically where I store most of my scrap papers. So this is my workstation here, and then underneath is where I keep them all on the ground. But I store them in these 12 by 12 scrap paper bins. I just like that they're wider, and so I mean they could stand to be a little bit deeper probably because I have so much stuff at this point, but I like that they're wider. It kind of like helps me to be able to sort through it a little bit easier and see everything a little bit better. Again, there's really like no rhyme or reason other than this one is all of my neutral colors, and then this one has colorful paper bits. I also have this smaller one, and this stores really tiny bits. So just little itty bitty pieces of paper that are gonna get lost in these two bins. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna be reaching into to make these trash tags. Okay friends, so I think the main thing that I'm going to be working with today as a base is this map slash brochure that I got when I was in St. Croix. As you can see, there's some other bits that are missing from it because I either used them in my journaling or parts of them I used for these trash tags. And the rest of this I just really have no use for. So I'm just going to be cutting this up and using this to make my tags. I'll show you the main things that I'm going to use other than all of the paper bits that I showed you. I also have this jar of scrap pieces of fabric and like little thread and cord and stuff, and I might incorporate some of those, so I will keep that nearby. And then my main adhesives are going to be glue sticks. I mostly use this purple glue stick. I know this is controversial. I really like this for myself. I use this mostly in my own journaling just because I don't really care if this doesn't hold up. I think it holds up pretty well, but you know, if it's just my journaling, then who cares? This is a little bit stronger. This one's good. I use this for journals that I put in my Etsy shop. If I just need something that's a little bit stronger, I will use this, but mostly I just gravitate towards this. I may also use a glue runner, and I love using staples. I am using these really pretty gold staples, and I'm pretty sure I just got these from Amazon. So I'm just gonna get started, and there's not gonna be any rhyme or reason to this. And what I did for the other ones was just glued it all together, and I'm not gonna be too fussy with this. I might even do a little bit of sewing if I feel like it, just because it's available to me right now. And then I can like sew around the edges and stuff to make it stay together a little bit better, but we'll see. So there it is. That's how easy it is to just make the base. I don't know, I just like the idea of using a regular old piece of paper. So bringing over my colorful scrappy bits, let's see what I have here. I'm just going to start grabbing things. I'm getting a little bit too technical right off the bat, I can tell, because I'm looking for something specific. So I need to just start grabbing stuff. That's the whole point of this, is to just do something that is just like brain vomit, like just not thinking too much about it. Okay, so I also saw this piece of cardboard and I like the colors on that. Now, the trick to this is to just start, because if you're like me and you just get way too analytical about things, you're gonna sit here and this could go on for days on end just making one tag. So just do it. This is how we heal perfectionism. Just dive right in. I don't even... I'm also not worried about like gluing everything down perfectly, because I can just go in later and sew around or add some tape or staple things down. What we want to focus on right now is just getting everything down onto the tag. And I think like the point to this is not making a masterpiece. That's not what this is about. And I get trapped into that mindset sometimes, but this is literally just about what brings me joy, and that is just gluing stuff on paper. It makes me so excited just seeing different textures kind of blend together, and just a variety of different colors. Like, this is not about creating a masterpiece. When you try to create a masterpiece, it defeats the whole purpose. So now that I kind of have this flat background, I can kind of go in with some textures on the top. So maybe I will take some of these scrap fabrics. I'm just gonna staple it right in the middle there because I can. See, there is no point to this other than it just felt really good to to glue things on there. Piece of glitter cardstock I was punching some butterflies into, and I always like adding little bits of glitter to everything too. So maybe I'll add some paint to this. Actually, I have some glitter paint sitting right here, so maybe I will just toss some of that on. Why not? Love glitter so much. Alright, so I want to add some sewing to this, and I probably should have done that before the glue, but anyway, I'll wait for the glue to dry on this one and then I'll sew around it and we'll revisit this one. Okay, so I'm coming back in with this map and just going to tear off this piece here. And I even kind of like when there's little bits poking out, so I don't even think I'm gonna, like on this one even, I might even just leave these little rough edges. kind of like this, so I might want that on top. So let's see what we can put underneath that. This one's a little bit thicker, so gotta use my glue runner for this one. Yeah, no, I want this here. Ooh, that's pretty. Gosh, you guys, this is so much fun, but it really does test me. Trying to be way too perfect with things when I just need to go for it. See how I like talk myself up? This is inner Katie coming out, giving myself a little pep talk as I'm going. Just glue it down. Glue it down, Katie. It's okay. And probably what I can do, actually, can put some sort of like sentiment on these bits. Help me think. What's a good, I guess it would have to be 3 words, or I can put words up there too. I know what my sentiment needs to be right now. If I can find something to write with. Use my acrylic pens. They're my favorite writing tool right now, or drawing tool, doodling, whatever. Let's go with this color. Take a breath. Take a breath. And okay, so I think that's a good base. Let's see what we can do about some texture. Ooh. Maybe I'll fold that over like that. Oops, oh no, I smeared that. Oh well, who cares? Thinking too much, guys. Okay, just do it. Do it, Katie. You know you want to. Okay, I think I'm gonna add some glitter on this one too. I have some blue glitter right here. Ooh, where do I? Don't think. Oh my gosh, whoa. Oh my god, that's a lot. Oh well. Oh well. So I guess I'm just gonna have to do sewing after all this glue dries, or after all this paint dries. That's okay. Take a breath. And I forgot to mention, so I've just been leaving the backs like plain right now, but probably at some point I'll just cover them with some plain paper. What I like to do, my favorite kind of paper right now is this brown packing paper that you get in, I mostly get mine in Amazon orders and stuff, and I love using this to back journaling cards, or if I need to write on something. I love the, like, I don't know why I just ripped that little piece off. Guys, I'm losing my mind. Anyway, I just love writing on this brown crinkly paper. I think I just get like really nervous when I'm filming stuff like on the spot and I'm crafting on the spot. I just feel so pressured. Okay, anyway, so no pressure here, no pressure. I'm gonna start our next one. Okay, so this one's a little bit thinner, And I have some other like cardstock here. Again, totally fine if this is thin, but I didn't fold it over as many times for this one. So I think what I'll do is just glue it to this piece of trash. I'm gonna cut this one a little bit smaller because that's a little bit too large and in charge for my journal. Should I leave the top like that? No, it's a little too much. It's kind of an aggressive point. I'm gonna rip those up because I think I want to write another sentiment on here, and I can do it on those. I was gonna grab some more of that brown packing paper, but then I saw that I have some napkin here, so kind of just wanted to add something neutral here for some reason. I'll just kind of crinkle it up so it has some texture. Nope, too big. Green sparkles. No. Oh, I forgot. I have a bunch of like little bits in this container also. Completely forgetting about these ones. Ooh, stars. Ooh, yeah, that's cute. I'm just gonna staple that on. Too much pink? No, I think that's too much pink. Ooh, stunning sapphire. Yeah. Love stunning sapphire. Sapphire is my birthstone for September. Anyone else? Any September birthdays? I am September 24th, so I am a Libra Virgo cusp, if anyone's into astrology. Oh, and then I can put the little strips of paper down here and put a little sentiment down here, or maybe put one up here too. Yeah, let's do that. Right, so I have 4 little strips of paper here to put a sentiment on. So what is a 4-word sentiment that we can write on here? Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so literally I turned off the camera to think about it, and the first thing that popped into my mind was, "You are my sunshine." My mom used to sing that to me when I was a kid. Sunshine. This needs glitter. I think everything needs glitter, right? Or no, maybe just fabric? Maybe we'll put a hole in the top and I'll tie some fabric. Well, that's a tiny little bow, but that's okay. Oh, that's cute. Cute little bow. All right, guys, I'm feeling warmed up. I'm feeling loosened up. We're doing good. We're on a roll. This is so much fun. I'm having the time of my life right now. Okay, let's see. What can I put on the back here? I kind of want to make this a little bit more sturdy. So maybe, oh, I have this piece of cardstock. Maybe I'll just put this whole thing down. Yeah. I was actually gonna rip it, but now I'm like, well, I'll just fold the whole thing over. Yeah. See how easy this can be? And I know I've had this particular piece of scrap paper sitting in my scrap bin for like 3 years because because I have not printed this pattern, this digital, in a really long time. So that's how old this scrap paper is. So clearly I was never going to use it for anything else. So I might as well just use the whole thing on this tag and just fold it all the way around. And then I'm just going to clip off the top here. Okay. Kind of like that little peacock, guys. So I think I will make sure not to cover her up. Oh my gosh, I love this. I made this on camera a couple months ago, or whenever that was. This watercolor, this metallic watercolor on, it's coffee dyed tracing paper. Oh no, you guys, I was on a roll and now I'm thinking again. I'm letting my brain take over. I think it's just like, it's this brown that's throwing me off over here. The neutrals are killing my vibe right now. Okay, ooh, here's some pink. Oh, there we go. Yeah, ooh, that helps. Oh my goodness. Oh geez, I hate when that happens. So sad when that happens. If you know where I just quoted that from, you're a real one. Pink always does it for me. That's my favorite color, I think. Ooh, here we go. Ooh, here's some scraps from some watercolors that I made. I haven't added staples for a while. Let's get some staples in here. I'm just gonna like put that on a little bit like crooked. It's a little bit too, everything's a little bit elongated on here right now. Glitter, maybe. Kind of covered up all those stars on there. That's sad. All right, maybe we just need some fabric. Maybe that's what this is missing. Crumple up some fabric, put it at the top there. This one definitely needs some glitter though. It's feeling a little flat over here. Let's see, I have wait, gold, pink, pink, always pink. Oops. Just putting it like randomly wherever, just so you kind of get like little pops of it. There, cute. So last piece of map. Let's see what we can do with this one. Maybe I'll just make like a tiny one and fold this into fourths. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, that's cute. I just want to like rip a little bit off of this. I do kind of want to make sure like the little red bits are covered up. I don't know if you've noticed, but I almost never journal with anything red. The only time that I have red in my journaling is if it's like a rainbow or sometimes like a red rose, but It's very rare and only if it just happens to be there. I don't know, it's just a weird thing I have. It's like, do you have these colors that make you feel like nauseous? Does that make sense? I don't know, red kind of does that to me. I feel like nauseated by it. So I'm actually going to, there's a little bit of red like peeking out the top here and I don't want to see that. Oh, here's a little yellow bit. Actually, I have all these little watercolor swatches. Maybe I'll use that. All right, I feel like we need something somewhere. There's something else that's missing. Oh, maybe that. Ooh. I need to make more of this paper. Maybe, ooh, I have an idea. Gilding paste. Maybe we'll just add some gold. Cover up all that red up there. Oh yeah, that works. Gold and glitter just make everything better. I almost feel like something needs to go there though. Let's see. Ooh, yes. Ooh, yes. I'm not even gonna think about it. I'm just gonna do it. Yes, I like that pink there. All right, so I'm gonna wait for all of these paints and glitters to dry and I'm gonna sew and I will be right back. Okay friends, so I have all of the finished trash tags. I went ahead and sewed all the way around them, just did like a really messy sort of wobbly stitching. And then the back sides I still haven't done anything with. I'll probably just leave them blank for now until I decide to use them and put them in my journal. Again, I think I said this earlier, but what I'll probably end up doing is, I mean, I can just write directly onto the backs of these. I mean, they're a little bit glossy, so I would probably want to use like an acrylic paint pen or something like that that wouldn't smudge on here. But probably what I'll do is I'll use either some packing paper like this and back it, or just some lined paper. I mean, really any kind of paper will do, anything that you can write on. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a little bit different for me. I typically, I think I might have only done like 1 or 2 other craft with me kind of videos. And even then I kind of had everything all planned out. I knew exactly what I was doing. So this is a little bit out of my comfort zone because it was the first time that I just crafted from A to Z, like with no plan on camera. So it was a little bit nerve-wracking. I almost feel like when I turn the camera on, my mind just goes instantly blank. So also I do struggle a little bit with, you know, just overthinking my crafting a lot of the time. That's why I feel like paper crafting is so healing for me, because it really forces me to step outside of that mindset, even just for a little bit. And this was definitely a good exercise in releasing that perfectionism. So this was a lot of fun for me. And honestly, I just think they turned out so cute. They're not, again, I explained this earlier, they're not masterpieces by any means, but they're fun to touch. They're fun to look at because they have there's so many different places for your eye to go. There's so much interest with the, you know, the different fabrics and textures and finishes. There's glitter. If you liked this video, please let me know in the comments. Let me know which tag was your favorite. If you have any suggestions for any kind of for any other crafts that you want to see, please let me know in the comments. And I hope you are all having an amazing day, and I'm sending you so much love and big hugs, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye!